looking down here just to see if I am recording, and I have literally 5 minutes to record this video, which is fine because I tried to kind of make myself not record such long videos or whatever. But good morning, I have my cup of coffee. This video is totally unplanned. I have to go to work in like 5 minutes, and yeah. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on the topic while it's still fresh, because I've been talking to a friend about, like, there's been this debate in the community about substitutes once again, and this seems like a forever thing to talk about. And I'm not saying that one thing is right and the other thing is wrong, but it really annoys me when someone does, because if something works for you, it might not work for me, and vice versa. So you can't tell me that, you know, if you guys don't know what substitutes are, it's basically when you're using, for example, I don't know, you have a spell that requires magick, and you don't have magick, so you use something else. Let's give it a purpose, for example, I don't know. Or let's say you have a spell that requires sage, and the spell is for protection. And if I don't have sage, I'm probably going to use rosemary, and it's going to work just as good, if not even better. And it might not work for you. So the only part that bothers me is when people come at me or at whoever saying, no, this is how you have to do it, this is the only way, and that's that. And like, how the fuck do you know if something works for me or not? I mean, you can't tell me that you can't use chamomile to put a curse on someone to have anxiety just because chamomile is used against anxiety. I can. Actually, it would be easier to use chamomile than it would be to use, I don't know, for example, sage. In that case, at least in my mind, because then I just have to reverse the effect. So it's kind of already there as the negative side, if you know what I mean. But yeah, my cat is thinking about jumping on the table, and he's totally gonna do it. Yeah, hi boy, don't do it, don't eat the camera. Yeah, but like, the only time when I don't feel like it's right to use substitutes, honestly, is when you actually belong to a certain, like, spiritual practice or religion that has very set rules. Because I believe that if you choose to follow that, then follow it. Don't call yourself something and practice something else, if you know what I mean. For example, if you practice voodoo, or I know that in Santeria there's also a lot of use of tobacco in their offerings. And I mean, if that's the traditional thing to use, if that's a part of a tradition, then I think that you should follow that and not substitute it, or at least try your best. Yeah, but if you're not actually following a tradition, like a specific tradition, if you're just, like, I mean, just don't take it as a, like, derogatory term, but whatever. If you're, I don't know, doing chaos magic, or if you're eclectic, or if you're just, if you don't, like, use any special term, just calling yourself a witch, then it doesn't really matter much, at least in my opinion. This is all my opinion, so But like, if you don't proclaim yourself to be a certain thing, then you don't define the way that you have to practice, if you know what I mean. And you can use whatever the fuck you want, basically. In my opinion, there's always gonna be people who don't agree with that, but honestly, I don't need any herbs, I don't need anything other than myself to actually make things work. Everything that I put in my workings and my practice is just something to actually support my visualization, my energy, my intent. So the core power of everything is me, my mind, my intention, my energy. So whatever herbs I put into my practice, into my intent, is what I associate with a certain thing. So it's not going to be the same for everybody. And it's okay. And yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to say. Because now I have to fuck off to work. It's super early, you guys. The sun hasn't even come up yet, but I wanted to share this because I always get ideas when we have a certain debate or whatever, and then I don't record a video in that moment because I don't have time or I don't look right or whatever, and then I forget about it, or it's not fresh anymore by the time I sit down to actually record it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Share your opinions in the comments. Please be respectful. Don't go like pushing your shit onto everybody. I'm just sharing my experience, my opinion, what I believe. It's not going to be the same for everybody, so sometimes we just have to agree to disagree, and that's that. Okay? Yeah. So have a good day, guys. It's Monday. Let's start this week off with some good vibes, right? Yeah. Blessed be, guys.